Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Now if you're probably wondering why I'm wearing a robe, why I'm wearing a bluey shirt, and why my hair's a mess, look out that window. It is night outside. I've had a long day and I am tired. So if I sound tired, deal with it. I'm going to be talking about what my plans are for 2024 because that's a thing now. It's already been a thing for about a month, just about. So this year I have quite a bit in store. Not a whole lot, but I think you guys will still enjoy what I have coming. So first thing I want to talk about is engines of BNSF. So this series is one that has been turbulent to say the least. And I say that because I announced this series in November of 2018 and that it would be out at 500 subscribers. That never happened because I hit that number a month later and there was nothing. However, I did announce it again in April of 2020, and that would be out May 24th. I think May 24th of 2020. All I remember from that is it did come out a day later, but then there was never a second episode. I have been trying to get a second episode out, but my problem is that when I get the motivation to make one, I lose that motivation almost as quickly. And with that said, I have decided to officially put the series on hold. At the moment, I just don't know where to go with this series. For right now, there will not be a single new episode coming out this year. Now, with that being said, the series is on hold, but it's not officially canceled. So my advice right now is if you want your content in my videos, start gathering some up, just of any BNSF locomotives, because I might ask you all in the future for some photos or videos. And that's because, I've seen a lot of BNSF locomotives, but I haven't seen all of them. Or if I have seen one, I don't have much of it. So that's where I would be asking you guys for that. So start gathering some up because I don't know when, but this series will happen one way or another. I really do want to finish the series. I want to finish what I started. And I am sorry that you are going to have to wait longer, but one day, I promise, I will finish the series. So now with that out of the way, what videos can you expect me from? What videos can you expect from me this year? Why was that so hard to say? I don't have the biggest plan for videos this year, but definitely expect a few good ones. For example, in May, I have a big video planned. Can't say what it is, but I'm sure on the screen now is a pretty big idea as to what it's going to be about. I do have another reaction video planned as for sometime in June. Possibly a second one later in the year. I don't know, but we'll see about that. Rec documentaries, unfortunately, I don't have any new ones planned right now. When it came to those, it was fun while I did them, but I kind of just got out of them quickly. I haven't really been motivated to do a new one. But I have been, over the last couple of years, modifying a couple of ones that I've already released. So I will probably release at least one remade one. It will either be Roswell, and if not that, Mer Rouge. One of those two I know will be redone this year. And if not, then the other will probably be redone next year. Or maybe I'll get to both of them. I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. Behind me is my layout. I have not done a single thing to this in almost 2 years. I've run on it, yeah, but I haven't really done any scenery work or any modifications to the track or wiring or that sort. Hopefully I can get to it this year and start making update videos again. I will say that I do have a compilation of N-scale model trains in the works right now. I already have a few filmed, but my thing though with that is I wanted to wait till I got a lot of new models so I could have a lot more variety to work with, but I did have to cancel a few of my pre-orders last year, which sucked, yeah, but I needed to focus a little bit on finances, at least at that time, so, I can always acquire them if I decide to, but for right now, I won't get them, and the video itself will probably be out at some point later in the year, more than likely the second half. The thing is with that video is it's going to be a lot of the same shots. I don't know if you can tell, but a lot of the layout is situated on a wall, and if I move it out, it's going to be a complete pain to move. So more than likely, I will either just set up a green screen so I can just, green screen scenery in, or I will go down to a club layout and run on there. But we'll see when I eventually get more underway with that project. Now let's talk trips. Where am I going this year? Last year was a pretty big travel year for me, and this year looks to be no exception. As last year, I went to Florida for the first time. I went to North Carolina for the first time. I made a stop in Chicago. And I made 2 trips to the Durango and Silverton and the Cumbres and Toltec. So yeah, that's a pretty big travel year. And this year, like I said, is going to be another big travel year. My first confirmed, and this is confirmed, trip will be to Tennessee and Alabama. That will be around mid-spring. Now, that trip, I will be going to a Comic-Con because I'm a freaking nerd. I love traveling for Comic-Cons. I have done it before, and I will keep doing it again. However, as usual, I will always set aside for trains. So I will be checking out some CSX and Norfolk Southern in both regions. Next trip, this one is definitely far from confirmed. I want to do it, but I don't know if time will allow me because we don't really have much info at the time of this recording. And that is Canadian Pacific 2816 on the CPKC Final Spike Tour. That would be awesome to see. Trust me, I really want to see that tour. However, I don't have dates for those yet, nor do I have really a location as to where I would want to see it. Possibly Kansas City, maybe Shreveport, Louisiana. Again, I need dates for that so I can know if that'll be a thing or not. So as of right now, that one's kind of up in the air. Final big trip of the year is one that not confirmed, but is likely to happen. And that is to the National Model Railroad Association's National Train Show in Long Beach, California. And that one, me and some friends, we will be kind of checking out Southern California, going down to Surfline, possibly Cajon as well. Travel this year, it's going to be quite a big one. If you want to see any of those rail fanning videos, then be sure you subscribe to Glorietta Sub Productions, which is my second channel where I upload rail fanning videos on there. So you can go and check those out when they upload. The last thing I want to talk about is upgrades. And I mean this with my camera equipment. Lots of you probably know this, and if you don't know, I will tell you. This is an iPhone 6. I have been using this as my camera since 2017. And so you're probably thinking, why would I do that? Like, why still use something like this as opposed, to something like this, which is my normal phone? The simple reason is audio. That's my big reason. And if you want a comparison between the two, here you go. So do you hear the difference between the two? Yeah, 6 for the win, honestly. And while it's really good and it has served me well, the time is coming to retire it. I don't know if it's going to happen this year, and if it will, it'll probably be in the later half or early next year. Haven't decided, depends on finances and whatnot. I will be upgrading my camera equipment to 4K camcorders, and I will also be upgrading tripods and even my Nikon DSLR as well. I will be doing upgrades to everything, because now it's time to take basically everything to the next step. I want to make my content look and sound a little more professional, if you know what I mean. If not, don't worry about it. That's basically all I have right now. If you have any questions or comments that you have, you can always leave those in the comment section down below. And if you do want to meet up with me, or just, come and say hi on any of my trips, follow me on Instagram, and I will always be posting updates on trips on there. But until then, I will see you next time, and I am going to go to bed now because it is late, as you can see, and I am tired. Bye!